Hello everyone, I'm Penny. I think a few of you may have met me before, but I'm here in a different guise today. With my glamorous assistant here.
Good old me.
So today we're going to be having a look at some of the crafts that I do, and hopefully we'll be holding some craft workshops here at the lovely Chaos Farm. Now the main focus on these crafts is actually using them for our own well-being and mental health, seeing them as sort of mindfulness opportunities, really. I, along with many people, do find that crafting is very relaxing, very soothing, something to go to when I've had a stressful day, everything's a bit overwhelming. It's just nice to use that to unwind, to come away from everything that's been worrying, stressing, to chill out a little bit and to make something I find is beautiful.
You do know you're with me today, saying relaxing, chilling, things like that.
Well, that's why I'll be crafting harder.
Yeah, making up for it. It's fine.
Absolutely.
We're going to chill. Yeah.
So yes, as you can see, we're already in the zone here. So first of all, I'm just going to show you around a few of the things that hopefully we'll be able to be demonstrating to you and hopefully with you.
We're going to try.
We are.
I'm very excited to see what we've got here. It's all going on.
Absolutely. It's all going on. It really absolutely is. Right. So the first thing I'm going to show you, now this is one of my personal favourites. I'm going to start with that. Now these are what I refer to as Beachcomber pendants, and hopefully you'll be able to see them. I can bring them up a little bit closer, or you can get a little bit closer to me.
The swirly one.
You like the swirly whirly one? Yeah, I've already had to give Henry a quick sneak preview of how you do swirly twirly. Here you go.
Yeah, look, there we go. That's one. Look at that. I have not done myself, but still I'm in awe.
Now, the wonderful thing about these is these are all bits and pieces that I've collected over quite a number of years, I have to say. I don't just go out and help myself to handfuls, because that would be
straight in the pocket.
Not great,
no,
absolutely.
Not what we're there to do.
But these are all from local beaches here, and these are all things that have just called to me when I've been walking along the beach. Just for whatever reason, because I find them individually beautiful. I like the whole tactile thing, the whole touch thing of these. They've got to feel nice in the hand.
I like that one there. I like it when they've had a slight chip out of them almost.
Yeah,
you've got that little flint feeling almost
Absolutely.
to it.
And the lovely thing about the ones with the little chips is they show that something has been
made of it.
Has been made of it. Something, and the other lovely thing, there's this whole concept, particularly with Japanese crafting, is that things are often not perfect. Things maybe have started out life as something made perfect, come out of, say, a factory or out of a workshop, but life has thrown stuff at it. It has been used, it has been valued, and as a result of that, has ended up with chips and breaks and things like that. And in fact, there's a whole Japanese craft around that.
There's a pottery, isn't there? I've seen the pottery where they've done the cracks filled with gold and things like that. Yeah, no, I have seen that. All makes us feel better about ourselves when we see this gorgeous pottery and you say, oh, the cracks have been filled with gold, you know.
And the whole idea is that these imperfections, if you like, all they do is reflect what we've been through, reflect the traumas, perhaps.
I think it's individualism as well. That's
totally.
All of them then are different, aren't they? Very much like ourselves.
Absolutely, and you can see these. I mean, bearing in mind that there's the bits of shell in here. There's sea glass. There we go. If you think these all came originally from bottles and so on, and they've all broken along the way, but they've been smoothed by the waves.
Yeah.
So, they are, one could say, broken, but they are still beautiful in their own right. They have been worn down by whatever's happened to them in life, but can still be used to create.
There's still purpose there, isn't there?
There is still purpose. This one, for example, I like this pendant.
That's lovely.
Yep.
So it goes with this brown band, lovely.
Yeah.
No, I've got my eye on that one already.
Yeah, I thought you might. So I like the idea that we can find these things that have been through the rough times in life, but they are still beautiful, they feel lovely, they look lovely, and they can be very...
Yeah, I've got to pick mine out.
Very useful.
I'm going in there before you pick the good ones out for making them.
Yeah.
Get my eye on a few.
Watch it. So those are... those are the first thing, our Beachcomber pendants. Okay, and some of these, they can be made out of a particular stone or a particular piece of glass that means something, on a particular journey, a trip to the beach that's got happy memories. Then you can take away your own little memento and make it into something.
And you'll know exactly, precisely. Absolutely. You'll know exactly what it means.
Yeah. So we make those with wire. We've got silver and we've got copper here, but you can use all sorts of.
Industrial,
It's nice. Here's a good word for you: juxtaposition. Word of the day:
juxtaposition.
Juxtaposition. Can't even say it now.
Yeah.
Between
your word.
That's my word. Between the smoothness and the naturalness.
There you go.
That's good.
Yeah.
Of the stones, whatever we're using, against the harsh industrial metallic. Yeah. So there you go.
See, I'm not sure I'm going to get juxtaposition on Countdown anytime soon. I don't think I'll get that one.
Like an X carol.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, so that's our first one.
Fabulous.
Okay, so what else have we got here now?
This is all happening.
This is all happening.
This is Japanese.
It is.
Oh, there's another word. Something.
Kumihimo.
Kumihimo.
Yes.
Look at this. So this is one that I've been hard working on this morning. I've got these lovely... I mean, you started it. I'm not going to take all the credit here. But I'm now, which way? So look, there's a start and there's a bottom.
There is.
So that's the top.
That's the top.
That's the top. So I'm going down from there.
You are.
That one there.
Yes.
There we go. Look, we've got it.
He's back
We've
in
got
it.
it. I'm back. That's all it takes. Just a little reminder. Tell me where I'm to. There we go. Look at this. See? Roll it on. You've lost me now. I'm gone again. Give me half hour.
Right, I just fill in.
So why don't you say what I'm doing?
Well, you tell me what you're doing and I'll tell
I think I've gone wrong.
Okay, right. So that's quite useful. Look at that.
We'll have that.
We'll have that. I'm sure we'll make something out of that later.
The word's on it. The word's on the disc. That's me saying I don't know what it is. Kumihimo.
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 Absolutely.
There we go.
So Kumihimo. Kumihimo is, as we've already mentioned, is a form of Japanese braiding, and you can use all sorts of fabrics to make this. In fact, I have actually used wire in the past, but there you go. That's for a different day.
Oh.
That's quite hard to work
thimbles on, yeah, quite.
Oh, too right. But anyway, traditionally, the Japanese use very, very fine silk threads, and they will also use a what they call a maridai, which is a round wooden stand with a hole in the middle, and they'll have their different strands of silk hanging over and weave them in and out of each other. That's far too complicated for me.
Very streamlined. I don't know, going for it.
So we're using these little foam discs, which makes it much easier and much more accessible and portable. And we're using this satin cord. This is 2 mil satin cord. You can get it in 1 mil. And with that, you obviously get a finer cord.
So do you just keep going until you've done all of how much you've got? So you just keep going.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
I mean, you've just about made enough there for we could make that into a key ring or absolutely.
If you're lucky, Alex.
We've got some little key ring clips
you've
there.
got a little holder as well. Oh, you know exactly what you're doing here.
So what we could do is, for example, we could use that bit there, finish it off. We can either leave that as a tassel, or we've got some... There you go, that one's got a chain on it.
What have we got?
Excuse me, people. I shall just be back. There we go.
I've lost which way I am. No. There.
We've got these little... what we call end caps, little metal end caps, and we can pop them, one of those.
Oh, okay, just keep it clean, tidy it up.
The end, and then on one end we can attach that to... oh,
look at that.
And the other end, what we could do, if we had some here, is sometimes I will attach a little charm to that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice.
So a little
just
flower,
add something to it. Yeah.
Or I actually made some black and gold ones with a pasty on the end.
This is it. If you do a theme of colours, you can then tie it in at the end, can't you?
Christmas ones,
keep it
Halloween ones.
Yes.
It's where your imagination takes you.
Well, I hope everybody's ready for one at Christmas this year, that's all. So
that's Christmas present sorted.
Secret Santa, done. Quite happy. Or I could get them to come and make it with you. There you go. See, that's the Secret Santa.
Christmas, yeah,
done.
Yeah. Excellent.
That's the fun of it, isn't it?
And we were just discussing what's our favourite Christmas combination.
Christmas tree colour combo.
There we go. We've got the traditional red, green, gold. I quite like that.
You're going for this at the minute, aren't you? You're on theme with this one here at the minute. The purple, the green and the gold.
Or you could be a bit sort of contemporary, shall we say?
You're going for the blue and the silver. Yeah, this is it. I mean, like I say, I like the black with it as well.
Yes.
You've got there because it's like you say, it's got that sheen to it.
Yep. Or you could just sort of, not very Christmassy, but a bit more spring, like summery.
Everybody likes a rainbow.
Everyone likes a rainbow.
We're all happy with rainbows.
Yeah, there we go.
So that is Japanese Kumihimo.
You can read as well.
Hey! Look at that. Got it down to a T, and I've made one. Look at that. I can say it, and I've made it.
And here's one I made earlier, Valerie.
Yeah. I thought you had something in the oven then to pull out. That's a shame.
Yes, Paul.
It's not a cooking segment.
Paul and Prue here. No spoilers.
More like Mary
spoilers.
and Prue, isn't it?
Mary,
Small Mary and Prue. Right, Prue, why don't you tell me what we're up to
just
now?
Lost me now.
Yeah, quite.
Right, okay. So, a bit more. This is on to our third. Now,
this is it. This is fiddly, I can tell that.
Yeah,
this is fiddly.
Jump on my glasses.
I'm going to need them, aren't I? They'll probably go with the outfit, actually. How does that?
Oh, that's a look.
I feel like a cattle market auctioneer.
Stop banging your gavel, mate.
There we go. Well,
right, thank you.
Because I think I'm just going to have to get in and integrate these.
So we might have to come up close and close and
this is teeny tiny.
This is teeny tiny. This is another form of braiding, but this time which way do we say it? Macrame or
macrame, yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of them's got to be an Americanism.
It probably is. But
that's all of us watching too much American TV.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Yes, quite.
So, macrame. A lot of people think of macrame as, well, pot holders.
I've got a fern, a gorgeous fern, Boston fern, hanging from my bathroom window in a macrame holder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I have in mind. You think Etsy, don't you? You think macrame sort of plant holders. Yeah.
Absolutely. This, however, is macrame.
It definitely is.
I like the small. I like the big. I like to either go micro
or the other. Yeah. Or massive.
Crazy big.
Yeah.
So, but this is macrame, mini macrame, which lends itself really nicely to jewellery. And again, like some of the others, making these things, it's creative in itself. It brings out your own creative juices, shall we say. It's a very great way to relax. And also, these are lovely little things that you can make, that you can wear. You can either give as presents or you can save for yourself. I like this idea. Can you see what I did here?
We've got some beads with some letters on there.
Yeah.
And it's good old chaos.
Get my thumb out the way. Chaos.
Look at that.
But what you could also do, instead of chaos, you could write something with the beads that means something to you. You could either do your name or the name of someone you love, someone you miss maybe, and you could take them with you where you go.
So intricate, aren't they? Looking at the thread, that becomes that. It's just wild. It really is.
And I think that's one of the lovely things about these.
There's such a transformation between the ingredients at the start, as the materials, and what you get at the end. Look at that. I wasn't expecting that to come out the end.
Moving swiftly onwards. You start off with a little bit of string. That's all macrame is.
Yeah.
String. I've got some various colours here.
These are lovely as well.
And it might be. I can try and demonstrate it here, but
I'd like to see.
Well, there you go.
I'd like to see that. I love a demonstration.
Right, so here we go with macrame. Now what we need to do is we have a long piece on a short piece. Now the short piece is basically the length that we're going for. So the length of the bracelet, and this long piece is the bit, basically we weave that around those ends. Okay?
Following.
Good. You with me so far?
Yes.
So, oops. Let me get, oh, pulling the wrong end. I'm pulling the wrong end. There we go. It's all good. So I've sort of started setting this up. Now what I'm doing is I have put the short end around what we call a jump ring.
Right.
Okay, see the jump ring?
Yes.
Little silver ring there.
Right, you are.
Jump rings
New word
are
going in.
jump ring. Mainstays of any kind of jewellery making. We use them to attach things as a jump ring.
Oh, okay.
There,
yes.
You see?
Yeah, little one there.
Yeah, jump rings.
Oh gosh.
There.
Yeah. I think once you start looking for them, that's it.
They're everywhere.
Probably.
Yeah. They're everywhere.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be, if you see there, look, see, that's where the jump. That's where we started.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he's going to stay put that ring. You're going to stay with it.
Let me undo that a second. I'll show you. Might give you a better idea. So that started out as I made that.
Oh my goodness.
Like that. You see?
Oh, I don't believe you. You're going to have to prove this to me now. So, I can't wait. It's going to be a transformation.
Okay. Now then, we start out, I've already done it with the short one, but with the long one. Now, this is what we call a lark's head knot. Okay.
Another word.
We put the loop through the jump ring, and then we pass the ends through the loop and pull it.
And that's a lark's.
That's a lark's head knot. Ta-da!
Look at that. We're off. We've started. Off to the races. Cup of tea.
Yeehaw. Yeehaw.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now a little bit of twiddling around up there, but we won't worry about that too much at the moment. Okay.
So you've done both the long and the short on one of those.
Yeah, we've done the long and the short of it.
Them on the lark's head knot.
Yeah, on a lark's head knot.
There we go.
Okay. So we've got the short ends there and the long ends here. So these basically, there are two. There's let me get my head around this. There's two basic stitches, knots really. Yeah, we're going to be forming knots here. Okay, and the first one we want to do is we've got the 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we take thread 4 over 2 and 3, and then under 1. Are you confused already?
This is extreme crafting this morning.
All right, and then you take the number 4 again, which has come over to here.
Yep.
Back.
Is that not the number 4 one? Was I right or wrong? That's all right.
You're right.
Yes.
I do know what I'm doing.
I knew it.
Honest. Right, okay. So we take 4, under 2 and 3, and under 1.
Yes.
We then take 1.
Oh, okay.
Back under the 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And up through the loop made by
number 4.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. And each of those threads is this, I assume. Do you want me to hold those two?
We pull.
Oh my gosh.
The knot up there like that. Pull these down. And that's
your
our
thread.
first knot.
Oh my goodness. So each one of these is one of those that you've just done?
Yes.
Good heavens. How many do you think of those there are in one of these?
Oh, good grief. I haven't counted.
Really?
Really
You've
haven't
not got to
counted.
that stage yet?
Just keep going until it's done.
Just keep going?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Until you run out of thread.
Oh, okay. I won't count.
And then it's done.
I won't count.
And so, let's do that one again.
Yeah, I
so,
think so.
4, over 2 and 3. And now if you leave, make sure that you leave a nice loop there. Because
nice big enough for that number 1 to go in.
Absolutely. And under 1.
Yeah.
And then 1, under 2 and 3. And up through that
loop. And then we're pulling them taut again. Okay.
Pulling them taut.
Okay, it's quicker than I thought actually.
Oh, you see, he's an expert
now I can understand we're there.
It's like a lot of these things. You'll find that once you're in a rhythm, it actually gets a lot quicker.
Quite therapeutic. Yeah,
and
you
you're
get
right,
into the rhythm.
It's therapeutic because you still have to focus on it. You still have to concentrate on what you're doing, but you're thinking about what's going on here.
That's what you're thinking
you're
about.
not thinking about what's going on out here, what went on earlier today, what might happen tomorrow.
Yeah, quite.
You're here.
This is what we're doing.
You're here and now. All that mindfulness stuff. We're here, we're now, we're in the present.
It's very good for you. Got to do it.
Very good for you. Now, if we carry on doing that, in actual fact, we will end up with a little spiral.
What? Yeah, where does the spiral come from?
That's from doing the same stitch repeatedly.
Over and
that
over
same one over and over. It'll actually twist it round.
Right. Okay. Oh my goodness.
If we didn't want to do that, let's do that first stitch again. Okay, so 4 over, and then 1 back under
through the loop
and through.
So all the same so far.
Absolutely, but then you do it the other way around.
Number 1.
1 over.
Oh gosh,
and
I was going to say under. See.
And then number 4 under and through.
And that's going to fix the
that's
twisting
of
the thread.
That's going to stop it twisting.
That's going to sort that right out.
Yeah.
Look at that. See, it's such a start already.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. How long did one of these take? How long?
A couple of hours if I'm just doing it.
This is it. It depends if you're fully going for it, isn't it? Or if you are just tootling away. Yeah, quite happily.
Yeah, and it's nice to. I have to say, and this is part of my personal journey. Is it's very easy to get caught up in that. Got to do it really quick.
Absolutely.
And in a way that loses
some of it. It's not what you're doing it for.
And I've recently had quite a stressful time in life, and you can find that actually this loses its importance, it loses its enjoyment because you're under pressure.
It's not about the results in that sense, is it? Yeah, it's
nice.
Yeah. It's lovely to have something that's a pro in itself, isn't it? But you're doing it for
the process.
Yeah, absolutely.
And by just slowing it down and focusing on what I was doing and saying, it doesn't matter if it takes me
doing this,
6 hours a day, if I put it away and come back tomorrow.
Quite enjoying doing it when I'm doing
Absolutely. And there was so much more to be got from it. I was suddenly enjoying it again.
You probably then get to the stage where it's like, oh, I've ended up with this. Great.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. That's also great. But I've really enjoyed doing it and taking the time to do it as well.
And the funniest thing is when you're particularly something like, then you're sitting there and you're so in
that, absolutely.
in it, in the process.
Having that repetitive movement, isn't it? It's like, right, keep these busy, keep this busy, like that,
absolutely.
And quite happily.
And then there are times that I've gone,
oh, you kept going and going and going.
How long is that now? What am I going to make with that?
Yeah.
So
draft excluder. Draft excluder. You'll be fine.
The world's finest.
Teeny tiny draft excluder. You'll be fine.
You'll be good. I like
getting to that time of year. We're fine. Get the draft excluders out. Where have they been? There's a resurgence.
Here, Granny, have a draft excluder.
There's a really thin draft excluder. There you go.
So there we go. So how are we doing there? Do you think?
I think we're doing great. So, I mean, you could show. Why don't you give us an example here of making one of these?
Why not?
Lovely ones before I absolutely do it abysmally, no doubt.
Oh, you can give it a go as well.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. In which case, choose a stone.
See, now, I don't know whether... So is there an advantage to choosing a stone? Because I've got my eye on this lovely bit of glass here, because it is just very weird.
It is very weird.
And also, if it's your favourite, I don't want to take it.
It's not my favourite. I think it's a really unusual... I have to say, I pick it up, think, what am I going to do with that? And put it down again.
And that's where it goes.
Because it hasn't called to me.
Oh, okay. Oh, do they call to you? What did that one say? Shut the door, there's a draft. There you go, sorted. This one, what's for tea? I mean, you're very lucky you're very lucky only one of them calls you at a time, because if they were all calling, you wouldn't be able to not hear them, would you?
Excuse me a minute. Come on.
Fire away.
Anyway,
as
I was saying,
is there a better stone to pick?
It's
I like this one. This one's
quite
nice. That's
lovely. It is quite a challenge.
Adventurous.
Yes,
very adventurous for my first time.
Absolutely.
Right.
I would say certainly for the first time.
This one here I like.
Yeah, go for one that's
it reminds me of like a toad.
Okay.
Do you see that?
No, but that's fine.
Right. You can see that. That's very toad-like.
It's very toad-like.
Yeah, I'm going with this one.
You mean the colours?
Yeah, like a speckly back.
Yeah.
Not physically.
Well, No, because that
not
would
quite.
be strange. But you know, so that's quite a good choice.
Now I've got to decide which colour wire I go for as well. See, I quite like the copper.
Go copper.
I think so.
Go copper.
I think I will.
That's fine. Right. Well, I'm going to go for that one. I like that one.
Oh look, that's like a nice little egg.
It is.
And that one there. Look.
And that one there. So there we go.
Dwarfed you entirely. Look. Sorry. I stood over you.
So what we're going to do is let's give you a piece of wire.
Can I use this one?
You can.
No, I'm not.
No,
that's
because
cheating.
we've already used that one. It's too short.
Oh, okay.
It's too short for
That was
eating.
an example.
So what I'm going to do is my wire cutters.
Look at all this going on.
And I'm going to give you a nice piece of copper wire. And because I'm feeling generous, I'm going to straighten this for you. Unless you'd like to do it yourself.
Can I do it?
Of course you can.
It looks really fun when I seen you do it earlier. I've never seen these ones before.
They're quite fun, aren't they? Yeah. They are very imaginatively called nylon jawed pliers.
Oh, there you go. It does what it says on the tin.
It does.
There we go.
Ron seal of pliers. So, do you know these?
Oh yes, round nose, round tip, round pliers.
Now look,
attached.
I am attached.
Oh, you really are.
There we go. So no, those are chain nose.
Chain nose.
They've actually got a flat bit. They're the round nosed. If you have a look at the difference.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, they're flat in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want your chain nose.
Yeah.
Okay, and just grasp it at
tiny.
the end. Okay, quite firmly. Okay.
Got him.
And then use the nylon to just run up the wire.
Oh my goodness! I'm going to take somebody's eye out. Am I squeezing too hard?
Yeah, you're probably squeezing too hard. There you go. You'll get the idea. There we go.
Oh, there it is. Oh, there! Look at that. Oh my goodness!
And that just takes the kinks out of the wire. You don't have to do that, but it just makes it easy to work with.
Yeah, that feels much nicer. Look at that. Right, I'm off. Thank you. That was so kind. Yeah.
He's achieved something today.
Yeah, I'm off with this nice piece of wire. Thank you.
Yes. So.
You need to straighten her up or else.
That's all right. I've only got one of the nylon ones, but
I thought you were going to be a pro and I'd do it with your hand or something. Like, here we go.
Pull it through my teeth.
Yeah.
That would be hardcore, wouldn't it?
Go for it. Yeah. When we come back next week.
Just trip to the dentist.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got our wire. We've got our stone. So you'll need one of those and one of those. So a chain nose and a round nose. In fact, you're going to need two chain nose.
Goodness gracious.
Okay. Now, I've got my favourite ones.
Right, they're yours.
I've got my pinky one and my blue ones. Okay. And I need... Excuse me, people.
No problem. Look at all these.
Another set of round nose for me.
Oh, nice new ones.
Yeah, you see.
You'll enjoy that.
No expense expended. Right, okay. So, that's... what we've got. We don't need those anymore. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the connecting loop.
Oh, my goodness. Right.
Okay?
Yep.
So you'll need a loop at the top to attach it to your
chain
or your thonging or whatever it's going to be. Okay? Or you could even, there we go.
Little key ring.
Little key ring. Right. So what we need to do is... the trick to this. Now, there are two basic types of loop. You can just do a very simple loop, which
pliers am I going for?
Your round nose ones, okay?
Yep.
Which you basically turn it into the tip and just turn it around, okay? And you just have, possibly can't see this, it's quite tiny. And I can straighten it with
look, what about that?
Fabulous. And then what you can do is you can then just straighten that
bit of wire.
And you've got a loop. Ta-da! So that's brilliant. He's a natural. So you can do that, okay, and that is just a basic loop. What you could also do, this is what we've done here.
Yeah, there's a twirly-whirly bit.
There's a twirly-whirly bit, and that's what we call a wrapped loop.
Right, so that's to keep them secure.
It's a bit more secure, absolutely. So what we're going to do is I'm going to chop that bit off.
Right, don't want him.
Yeah, and I've got a little pot somewhere that we can save the little bits in.
Save the bits, yeah.
Okay. Right, so we're not going to do that.
Right, okay.
Having shown you how to do it.
Yeah, shall I undo it?
I would
cut it
no,
off?
if you
cut him off.
Yeah, the thing about wire is if you try to undo
things, back to what it was.
Not only that, but the more you work wire, it becomes hardened. It becomes work hardened, and that will make it after a while brittle. Because if you, for example, keep doing it, it'll actually snap.
Oh, okay.
So you don't.
Right. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Right.
For a little bit of a. So,
okie doke. So for a secure
wire wrap loop, what we're going to do, okay, is take one of your flat nosed, your chain nosed, and put them on the wire an inch or two from the end, okay, and then make a bend to about 45 degrees. Ta-da!
There we go.
Right.
Right.
Take your round nose and tuck them into the little bend with one on top and one underneath. Yeah. And then bring the wire, the tail of the wire, around that. There you go. Okay. And then once it's round part way, take the pliers out and put the other plier in.
What's the difference? In where? Oh,
because you were like that.
So I've got this.
You can just turn it around like that, but that's just then you have to turn your hand. So it's easy to take them out.
Mine looks different.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. And then put it in so you've got one on the top and one in the loop. Yay!
Yep.
And then bring the tail round all the way, and that allows you to complete the loop. Yes.
There we go. Loop to loop.
Straighten that a little bit.
Oh, he's done like that.
Yeah, straighten your tail out as well. Just makes it easier.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like, there you go. You got to...
Oh, properly bend it up and in.
Yeah, there you go. And then you've really completed that little circle. You've got a tiny little circle there.
Tiny little circle.
Yeah,
that's a really good tiny little circle.
And then the clever bit, you can start your wrapping by bending it round the bottom of that, your little loop, your little circle.
And just keep going?
And just keep going.
Just keep
Do
going.
it nice and slowly and try and I'm going to, hang on a minute.
Glasses are coming out. The glasses are coming out that one.
Excuse me. And try and do it nice and slowly and as tightly and as close to the others. And what you can do...
I've got a gap on the top one. Can I squeeze it in?
You can. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. What you can do actually is take your round ones out and use one of your flat nose to actually hold
the loop.
The loop, and that will make it a little bit more secure.
And then we can just get to work on this wire.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That loop's not going anywhere, and we're cracking on with this.
Yes. And we usually do 3 circuits. All right.
Oh, I've just done as many as I can.
Just do as many. That's fine.
That's fine.
Okay. As you say, you sometimes find there's a little gap. You can actually use...
Give him a little sandwich.
Give him a little sandwich. Perfect.
There.
He's good.
That's good. Nobody knew. Nobody expected it.
Wow.
Here we go.
Now, I've done as many as I want. So what I'm going to do is trim the excess wire off. But
what should I do with the little tail on the end?
You tuck in your tail.
Just squeeze it in.
Tuck in your tail. Yeah. You are enough. Are you sure you haven't done this before?
Positive. Maybe in another life.
Maybe in another life.
You
were a master jeweller.
Oh, can you imagine?
Life.
Careful.
You should be on that. What's that programme? All That Glitters. Have you seen that?
No. What about the
It's
repair
like
shop?
the bake-off for jewellery.
Oh, yes. People like that one. I'm looking forward to Sewing Bee coming back.
Oh, but no Joe.
No Joe. Sarah Pascoe, who's lovely. Lovely, but
she won't be Joe.
Joe. He really gave it what it needed when he joined a few years ago.
Bit controversial. I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, we like Sarah. Joe was annoying." But
I liked her, but he really brought it to life. I thought.
Yes, I think so. Anyway,
I'm glad we're on the same boat. I could have been walking out of that room then. If you go, oh no, I hated him. Bye. Right, see you later.
See ya. Don't diss the Joe. Yeah. Right, we've got
loop to do. Oh, look at that.
Okay, next, this is where it gets exciting. Get your stone.
Said stone, yeah.
Now, this is where you've got to have about 3 hands. Okay. So you've got.
So am I choosing sort of which way up
you've got
it
your
goes?
stone, and basically, you just start
that way up,
wrapping. No, don't start wrapping.
Yeah.
I won't even try.
So do I go in on itself, go over and loop to loop?
Yeah. Now the most important thing is you've got to remember you've got to hold this securely.
It's got to stay in.
Yeah. I actually find it does help if you put a little kink at the top. You see what I've done there?
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. And then that will actually sit on top of the stone a little bit easier.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give myself a little bit more room.
Yeah.
For that.
But then, once you've done that, just wrap it around. Now, I would suggest...
Suggestions are welcome.
The first thing you do is bring your wire up and wrap it around your connector.
Secure itself.
Yeah, secure it.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to have my eye out.
Please don't do that.
Not yet.
I don't know where the first aid kit's gone. It's around somewhere.
Oh, he's never going to stay in that.
Well, do more.
Do I just go where it needs to go?
Just go wherever the mood takes you, wherever the fancy takes you.
I'm going to do...
Up, down, round and round, round there.
Oh, this is going to be amazing. Can't wait for everybody to see.
And when you're done, then you don't have to use all the wire.
Oh, I have.
Oh, I have. Give me more.
I've gone for it. But now I need
go.
to tuck it in and like hide the end. I need to like hide the end.
Which you can use that to squish it in, to tuck it underneath.
Where do you hide the end? Anywhere?
Under. I mean, what you can do is if you're really clever, you can just tuck it in one of the other ends so that you hide it away. Bearing in mind that, you know, you're only going to see one side at a time.
Yeah. Mine's very one-sided. I've not looked at the other side.
That's all right.
That's
always a nice thing to do, because then you think, oh, that's nice.
This is the side it's meant to be, I can tell.
Yay!
Look at that! A product of my own making.
I'll chop that off because I've finished what I want to do, and then I'm just going to
little talisman.
Tuck that.
Oh, yours is very artistic.
There. What can I say?
See, I think I've gone very sort of systematic with my, you know, equal spacing pizza slices. Oh, look at that. Very different, but both lovely. Yours is so artistic and lovely.
And yours isn't.
It looks like pizza.
Lovely.
And then I've squeezed that bit in.
There's nothing wrong with pizza.
No.
And then what you can do is, well, we can put a
He
little...
would go lovely on that, wouldn't it?
See what he's doing here?
I just think it's such a coincidence that that's...
Oh,
don't break it. You're like, yeah, fine.
It's going to be like that.
Fine. Yeah, you can have it. That's going to look like... Oh, look at that. That was meant to be. I made that. Is that the right way around? Yeah.
You made it.
I forget now. Oh, actually, I quite like the other end.
That's what I like about this, actually, is that...
I feel like I'm on Bid Up TV now. Yeah, we've only got one left, unfortunately.
Get those phone lines going.
Come on, they're ringing. Carol's on the line. Give us a call.
So there you go.
Look at that. So the swirly whirly ones.
You like the swirly whirly?
I really do.
Do you want me to show you again how to do the swirly whirly?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's very clever how it's tucked in on itself and things like that. You keep them very clean. Is it just practice?
Yes.
It really is.
Yes, it is just practice.
But you can do anything you want with it, can't you? You can do absolutely anything.
You can. I mean, these are, dare I say, basic when it comes to wire wrapping.
Yeah.
You know, you can also, you can drill a hole in these with your little Dremel.
Yeah.
Or similar. Other appliances
are available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can make a little hole, and then you can actually just pass the wire through that.
That's amazing.
You can also create what we call, use the stones as what we call a cabochon, which is like a self-contained thing, and you can go all the way around. You can put your wire all the way around, make a frame,
like an outline, yeah.
And then you can
I think because you get so many different
wire
shapes,
around that. You do.
It's different from the start. It's different from the start.
Every stone is different.
So
every pebble.
You're going to end up with something different every time.
Every single time. No two are alike. They're going to be, like us, very individual.
Very individual indeed.
And each beautiful in their own way.
Like this lovely pizza slice.
Yeah. So we can tell what you were thinking.
Oh, that's lovely. That one there. I wish I went for him. Oh, he's cooling out now.
Let's see.
It's fine. I'm not answering. I've hung
You know,
up.
and you've
I've
not.
hung up.
Cool. You see, well, there you go.
That would have gone lovely.
Yeah.
Like an eye.
An eye. And it could be really clever. I'm going to start showing off now.
Oh, please do.
You know how we did that? Do you remember how we did that? I'll show you guys because Henry's already seen
it. The
loop. Do you remember how we did that?
Oh, the twirly whirly, yes.
How we do that, secrets of the trade here, is we take our round nose pliers. And we put it right at the end. And we turn it.
Just twist, twist, twist.
Until we get that little...
So teeny tiny.
Circle again. My glasses back on.
Yep, there we go.
There we go. Okay, so we've got our little circle, if you remember.
Mm-hmm. And you're just going to hold on to him.
Take those out. Chain those ones that are flat in the middle to hold it securely. And then you
It's just
just
feeding the wire in, isn't it?
turn the wire around that initial little loop that we did. And we can make...
Look at that, it's coming together.
A coil.
Doesn't take long, really, does it, either? They really don't take long.
I'm gonna blow your mind in a minute. I'm really going to blow your mind in a minute, yeah. I've just had a thought what I'm
I
going
dread to think. Mine's already blown.
Because have you seen what I'm doing? I'm doing both ends and they're going different ways.
That's going to be a wonderful Christmas present. Who's going to have this?
Who's going to get this?
Whoever gets this, they've got backstage footage.
Yeah, just hope they're not looking because it won't be a surprise. Yes. Don't watch Chaos TV.
Yes, no.
Right, there we go. So I'm doing this because what I want to try and do is get them
as close as you can, sort of.
And as even sized as we can.
Look at that.
Okay, that one needs to be a little bit. So, see what we've got there? We've got a little...
2 swirls.
Swirls. You ready to have mind blown?
I am.
Right.
Oh, I dread to think.
I'm going to fold them so they're pretty much on top of each other. Okay. And then, oops, throwing things around.
Very intricate.
Not up again.
It's getting smaller and smaller. Oh, it's like a little oyster.
There we go. Just talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, while we're at it, I'm focusing intensely here at this, I must say.
What I'm doing is I'm just pushing this. Now I've squashed it, I'm pushing it open again.
So you're just opening up the spiral.
Opening up the spiral.
Oh my goodness.
And if this works.
Then you close him up again.
Close him up again. And where's my pink ones? There we go.
Oh, look at that.
Theoretically, I use those highly technical instruments known as my fingernails.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're for.
That's what they're there for. Sadly, mine all seem to break.
Oh, I had a cut this morning as well. Sorry, I'm no use.
Oh.
Sorry.
Ta-da!
Look at that. Oh, my little tiny little bees.
It's not very tidy, but you know.
Oh, it is.
So there you go.
That's clever, isn't it? It's very clever. Because then you could have it, like you say, hanging off. There we go. Or loop-de-loop of them.
Look at that.
That's, yeah. Oh, that's very clever.
So what you could do, I'm going for it now. I'm going for it now. We could put a little loop on there, and then we have that, and then we have the little stone underneath that.
That's what I was going for with mine.
That's
exactly what I was going for. That was exactly the look I was going for.
So, you know, there's lots and lots of other things that you can do. And again, each one is going to be individual, partly because the stones or the glass is individual, and partly because we're putting our own individuality into it.
Absolutely, they're all going to be different. So you're going to be doing these as craft sort of groups down here on the farm,
workshops. So we're all going to be making these together and having fun, hopefully doing them.
And it's such a nice wintry sort of thing to do as well, isn't it? It's got to that time of year where you're like, yeah, actually I could do with doing something like that, having a cup of tea and sitting down and making something like that. Quite happily. Absolutely. For ourselves, for our friends, for our loved ones, for our family, most importantly for ourselves. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, it's good. Spend that time, like you say, tinkering away like that. No, we're all happy for it.
So come and join us.
Thank you very much. No, looking forward to it. I'm jealous. I'll be signing up myself.
Go for it.
Go.
Yeah, well, you've got news for you. You're going to be running it.
Oh, that's
I'll be sitting down in the corner in a cup of tea.
I'll be sat away here, quite happily over here,
yeah,
with my Kumihimo Japanese disc. Quite happily making this. Look at that.
Making your draft excluder.
See, I'm just going to be braiding everything now, though. This is the problem. I've started now. The horse is out in the yard. I'm straight out there, going over there. I'll be fine. No, thank you so much for having me today,
you're
Penny.
very
really,
welcome.
Your patience and your kindness have been most welcome today, honestly.
What can I say? You were a fabulous student.
Oh, student always, thank you. No, don't doubt it. But no, thanks again, definitely.
You're welcome.
Looking forward to coming back.
Good.